Welcome back everybody to another episode of Minecraft Xbox. I wanted to get this episode rolling while I was doing some redstoning over at the skeleton farm. I'm back here at the base trying to grind up some stuff for some more hoppers. Essentially what I wanted to do was to similarly recreate something we did in Season 2, whereby what we did is we made ourselves like the mob farm, which used to be in the bottom of this base, which obviously when I rebuilt the thing I couldn't be bothered to resort it. Essentially what it had is it had a floor like this which shot up the armor and the bows through the floor. Now that I've rejigged the setup over there a little bit, it actually makes more sense to go over there now and actually put it in the corner where I've set it up for the bows and all of the armor pieces. So let's head over there and let's have a look. In the meanwhile, since last episode, since the other day, I've actually generated 2 more of the maps now on our map wall, creating ourselves, essentially, we only have 1 left to do. And I'm going to do that off camera and we'll probably show you guys that next time. But this episode, I want to kind of try and figure out with you guys on camera. I know it's a little bit odd that I'm actually doing stuff on camera, but essentially what I want to do is get this dispenser to shoot the armor out in this corner. Now, what I was thinking, only just like a couple seconds ago, is maybe if I could get a redstone lamp. I don't think I've any glowstone over here, to be honest. I'm very doubting it now. No, didn't think I did. I was hoping maybe I could probably put a lamp above it, so if there was items above it, it would indicate that they were there, so I could see it and then head over. It's a little bit more tricky than you think, because this is a slab, because under this we've got redstone for the lighting system. It's actually going to be very, very compact. And the reason I need all the hoppers is because I've obviously dug out this track, is from here where the chest used to be, we need them to then go all the way back down that way again to the end. I don't actually think I've got enough hoppers, which is going to be very annoying. So, it needs to stay on the height that it's at now. So let's just first of all place that, and let's get the initial couple in. Nope, facing the wrong way. There we go, hang on. There we go, grabbed it. 2 and 3. So they all push that way. So what if I killed the skeletons now? I've got a feeling all the stuff should be in that hopper there. So let's move it along a little bit more. I'm going to run out of hoppers very quickly. I didn't realise how far away this area was that I'm trying to get it to. And now I'm stuck. I don't know if there's a redstone above me, so I'm not even going to risk it. What I'm going to do is just be safe and dig a wall out here. So, obviously, when I do put this in, this is going to be way more than 14. So, let's count this out. 1, so this would be 3. That's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9's the corner. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wow. That's really lucky that it's actually, I'm 1 short. I need to make 1 more. So, good job I brought myself some iron and some chests over with me. Oh, because what I'm going to have to do is lower it by a block to see if I can get it to work that way. So obviously there's our 15th. So that should be all we need, because the hoppers will automatically fill up to this area here. So I'm thinking once I get behind the chest, just in case I ever want to put chests and more hopper systems in these to auto sort them, I'm thinking that if I do this, I'm going to do that way instead. Because what I'm going to need to do is set up a hopper clock, not really a hopper clock, but more of a redstone timer, which can indicate using these, a similar system to this that spits them back out when it's over a certain amount. So actually that's, did I work it out with 1 extra? Was I really that dumb? Well, I guess I made 1 extra hopper for no reason then. Okay, so now that the hopper chain is in, first thing I need to go and do is turn all the lights back on, because it's very dark down here and I don't want skeletons spawning while I'm dealing with this. Because A, you'll hear all the clanging of the skeletons, and B, it will start filling up the system before it's done. So let's just kill off what we've got in here. Let's just press the button twice. I'm really not bothered about what's in there. Let's just go and stand over here while they crush, because it's very loud. Let's just watch it from here. So there's actually 1 guy above it. Okay, let's just press it again and kill him. I really don't need anything from these guys. There we go, let's just end him. Back over here we go. It should kill them pretty quickly. It's just that 1 left. Easy enough. Let's just go past him. He didn't even die, because he would have been there without it. So there we go. We get a little bit of XP, but literally all my gear is basically brand new. Maybe a little bit on the elytra needs doing, but it's not like I need to keep this thing permanently turned on 24/7. So the other thing I want to test here now really is if an item is in this dispenser, will it shoot, essentially, will it sit there? Because what I'm hoping for is if I can place a block there, it should shoot it through this block and onto the floor. But the only way I can test this is if I have myself a lever. And I'm not sure I can reach it with power. I hear a zombie, which you think he's in the cave next to me. So we've got this area here. As you can tell, we need to keep this nice and secure. So that block should have the hopper there. It does, which means this block here is going to... It can be a full block, which is nice. Let's use cobblestone. This needs to be a comparator. Okay, so that's that. Torch, go away. Just a second, please. There must be a zombie in the cave next to me, because I can hear him. So yeah, that sneaks under there. It's going to have to then loop this way. How does this work again? Because I've got a feeling I'm going to have to reroute this wire here I've got underneath. So just... I don't actually have my shovel on me, so I'm going to have to punch gravel. Because that's what I wanted to do. So it looks like we've got a repeater there. Because really, it's going to have to go down, down. I've got a feeling I'm probably going to end up interfering with that block there. I'm wondering if this length of signal is long enough that it reaches all the way around if I bring that repeater across a block. If I put it there instead. Let's place it on there. It sounds like there's a zombie in a cave next to us, but that means I've got dark spots in this area, which I wasn't expecting, to be honest. So then that can go down. Break that, break that. You can go down a block. Just do a bit of fiddling. I heard a skeleton going. It must have spawned off of the spawner we've got here, which we've just turned the lights off on, which is fine. I'll just go in there and just execute them in a second. So this should link everything back up. Brilliant. So now it's not in the way of this system here. And if it is, well, we can always do just bring it back another block. Or just completely separate stuff off. So really, the space I need is I need to put a... Let's see if we can sneak this. I really don't remember how this works. I might have to switch over to my Season 2 world and just have a quick look at how I've done it. But I'm pretty sure it's the same system. Actually, it's the same system I've used at the Cactus Farm. So let's go over there. Is this a block I can break and get out? It will be. No, it is. There we go. Okay, so, stone brick. Let's head over to my Cactus Farm back in the base. Those skeletons should despawn if they're not holding any items. We can do 2 jobs with 1 stone. Let's not place that block. There we go. So, yeah, the Cactus Farm works very similar. It's got a system at the bottom where essentially it pulses to get rid of it. So I'm wondering if a pulse timer will do the trick. So the Cactus Farm is over here. This redstone is actually quite compact and slightly broken at the moment because it's full of cactus. It gets to that point if there is this automated Cactus Farm is very, very powerful. Why am I breaking blocks and still not getting in? There we go. Let's grab all this stone brick. Down the ladder, please. So yeah, I bet this is full of cactus. Yeah. So essentially what I would probably have to do here is just go like this. It's way too much cactus. Let's just put it all back. I cannot be dealing with cactus at this point. I don't need to. It quickly got 18 out in me though. So essentially we need a torch tower next to it. So it needs to detect it and then power it after. So when it detects, it needs to give it a pulse to get rid of it. So by the look of it, let's see if the exact same design's at the top. Because this should be the same. Yeah, so this is the sort of design that I need. I'm just going to take a quick screenshot of this so that we can then move on. Because hopefully, what it looks like to me is we need 2 sides of our dispenser free. And currently we only have 1. We can make 2. The front one won't be available. I'm trying to think while loading something I can take the screenshot with. There we go. So, let's, now that we've done that, we're going to need a sticky piston by the look of it with a block, a couple repeaters, and let's get out of here. And really, this Cactus Farm needs my attention at some point, and I'm not willing to give it at this point. Sugarcane's growing nice and great. So, what we're going to do, I'm walking into walls, because I'm trying to grab my device so I can see 2 pictures at once here. This is usually what happens when I do redstone, is I kind of run back and forth, trying to figure it out myself, and when I realize I can't do it, I end up, like, trying to find something I've built similar to it. So essentially, It's the same way that it worked a couple of episodes ago when I was working on the track tunnel, sort of junction, is I realised that the junction doesn't actually work, but I'd built a similar one, so I kind of just followed from that. So, we need two sides of it to be free, and we currently have a hopper pointing into one of them, and it means the hopper's probably going to have to change sides. I'm probably going to have to angle the hopper above it, but that's fine. Actually, I have one hopper left, which would be extra. So let's just... This is a silky pick anyway, so I can just kind of break all this. There we go. So what I'll actually do is it'll actually save me a couple blocks because I'll be able to place it like this. And I'll have it on this side of it, because then we've got the two sides that we need, and it doesn't interfere with the hoppers. I'm wondering if this block being powered is going to lock that hopper. So if I put blocks in there... No, they still transfer past it. That's good. Let's just put them in there. Yeah, they still all go into the dispenser. That's kind of good. Because that means at least we can work with two sides of this. And as you can see, that was actually signaling for it. So let's just work backwards from here. There we go. We can probably fill in the rest of this. We don't really need this gap anymore. I have plenty of stone from my silt touch pick. There we go. Hop up here. Still need to put a slab there, though. No matter what I end up putting there. That's going to need to be then a repeater so that it works. Let's take out this block so we can see the system. Actually, we don't need that, do we? Because on the other system, we actually had a piece of dust there, but... That's the reason I can't put the dust there, is because it's going to link through that hopper. So I'm going to have to put a repeater there. The dust will have to go there instead. So it's figuring out now how much of a delay do we need on this to make it work. I'm pretty sure that if we go using that picture I've just taken, we should be able to destroy that block, put that there. That can go. This is a bit tricky because I'm standing on redstone, meaning I can't really place many blocks. Let's just fill in all of this. I don't need any of this. Yeah, I'm a little bit stuck here. I'm going to kind of have to break this just to pillar back up. So, we need one block like that. We need one dust there. Let's get some more dust. Like so. There we go. Then, referring back to the picture we've just taken, what we can do now is we can do... We don't need this block either. That's a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's another repeater exactly where I'm standing, so I've got to get off this block here. Place the dust down there so I don't break that system. I'm out of repeaters, which means I need to go make some more. But luckily enough, I got all this stone on me. Silt touch picks are very useful because it means you can just run around making repeaters. I need to do that to get the torches. 1, 2, 1. I already had the stuff for it. That's fine. Well, it's just being safe anyway. You never know. I might need another one anyway. So let's get here. I'm pretty sure this has to be our piston block. In fact, I'm wondering if I move it all along a block, I can get away with it a little bit. Because obviously, I can't place a dust where this is here. Because this hopper actually is in the way. And the signal underneath where the light is for down there is actually going to interfere with it. So I can't obviously have the lights interfering with this. So this signal, when it hits that repeater anyway, should be fine. And it means that I don't actually need this extra repeater now, except when it's going into the piston. So, let's place 2 dust there. I didn't bring a sticky piston with me. I went to the base and didn't bring a sticky piston. Well, that's going to be annoying, so we might as well build the rest of it and then go and grab our piston. My pickaxe went off my bar. There we go. So this should be cobblestone. There we go. This should be that. Oh, how did it place there? That's some going. There we go, 2 more. There we go. We've got it in place now, so that'll be block. So when it pulses, what it should do is the block will go up to there. So sorry, chest, you're not going to be able to have a block above you. It'll have to be down here. Because of how this is going to work, but I should never see that anyway, so that'll be fine. So actually, I probably want to put... It'll be piston block gap. That's what it'll be. So the piston will go here. This torch can just stay where it is. That's fine. Let's just fill in the rest of this so nobody accidentally falls in the lighting. I probably don't need that torch there actually now. Let's get rid of that. And then there. That. Is that actual stone brick there anyway? I think it is on how I was building it the other day. Because that would make sense for why I've got 3 left. But this is the tricky bit, is I've got to realise, does it actually work now? This is the moment of truth, actually. So, it's stone, stone. That can't have a block. We need the piston to go in there. So that'll be stone brick. Let's get a torch and go and get that sticky piston. Let's just walk back to the base and go and get it. I don't think I've got any here. I'll just take a quick peek. I'm pretty sure I don't have any here either. I should really remember what I've actually brought over here, because then it would save me a lot of issues of just looking in chests. I'm wondering actually if I've got a sticky piston on the surface. If I do, that'd save me loads of time, because I have a lot of chests up here of junk. Let's just have a look. It's daytime. I probably noticed that I lit this place up as well. There's 2 blocks of gold there. Some water buckets, some ink sacks. I did! Okay, I do remember having things up here. Look at this. I got hoppers. I should have come up here earlier. Got a couple dispensers. Some droppers. Wow, it really was building up here. What's that? Infinity fire protection. Not too bad. Okay, let's not get distracted looking in that chest. Let's go back down. There we go. So yeah, this hopefully should work now. The entire system of skeletons should work. Fingers crossed. I'm glad I remembered that I had some up there though. So, stone brick, so when it is obviously pulsing, it's pulsing there, and you'll be able to see it, but there's not much you can do about hiding that. So, torch needs to go. Block, 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 block. This is the moment of truth. So, let's throw ourselves in. Good job, I've got this chest here to test it. So what we should see happen, we should see happen as I'm failing to speak, is that bow should then spit out the dispenser. I wonder how long it takes. This isn't right. Still not made it. Have I got something facing the wrong way? Because I didn't even hear it click. Well, there's your answer. It's not connecting to something. What's that block connecting to? And why is it pointing that way? Oh, it's because it's on that. Of course. Can't do that. What if I just move the piston up a block? That might solve our issue. But where's the bow is the better question. I bet I've got a hopper facing the wrong way, right at the end of the chain. I bet it's not facing the right direction. Let's go and see if we can track it. Yeah, I bet it's there. Yeah. Okay, so let's get our hoppers. It should point into there. So now if we put it in, off it goes. Off that one goes as well. Got to be careful about falling in there though, because I don't want to keep going in there if I don't need to be. So they should be in this dispenser now. They are. Good. So that means it's working. So I'm saying, what I was saying there is actually I need to move it up to here. So dispenser will be, piston will be there. Solid block there. Redstone lever. Repeater. My words today are just out of it. So that was a wimpy, like, shot. But it's a start nonetheless. So this last block should go there. Everything else can get covered in stone if it doesn't need it. That obviously does need it. So now, let's test it again. Let's just throw in a stone block. Come on. We know it wants to shoot out. Hey! So it does work. Okay, good. I'm actually surprised. Oh, I'm really surprised that worked. Because if I put... I'm trying to think now if I change it to a slab, would they just sit there on the slab? But it was more of thinking of, hey, maybe I could put a redstone lamp there on the floor, and then when they shot out of it, they would stay there. But by the look of it, I think they're going to move anyway. I think they're going to move too far around it in the range for us to do anything. Let's just... We have 2 lights turned off, though. Now that's the other problem we got to fix, is to make sure the lights are on. Let's go down. So why is this broken? is because there's a full block there. That's one of the issues. Signal's still off. Oh, I full blocked that as well. Oh, no, that one. There. We get there. Hey. So you should. Ah, what's that coming from? Okay, so both of those have redstone on as well. Right, let's not break all the systems we just got to work just yet. So I'll place that there. There we go. 1, 2. No, because it's blocking it. Oh, I'm so stupid. Can't do that. That has to be a slab. There, we'll get there in the end, shall we? Figuring out our mistakes. There you go, it's on now. Whew, man, I thought I was going to have to do a lot more of that again. Why am I using gravel? What am I doing? Down. 1, 2, 3. This is a bit dark. This is a tunnel you can walk in, so let's put a torch there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And the stone brick to complete it. There we go. Now, all the lights are on. Yep, all the lights are on. Our system works. So let's give it a test run. Let's go and turn the lights off. And let's see if we can get a rousing amount of skeletons to even probably... Might do it with just these and just do a small sample, because some of these have got armor. But yeah. So maybe the best thing to do now, I'm wondering the render distance on items on the floor, because if you stood here in the middle, you should be able to see them dropping. Okay, I can immediately see some bones. I think I saw a bow there. Okay, so at least we know we've got something in the system to work it. I'm just worried about the hoppers not being quick enough to keep up, or the fact that things drop twice as quickly. So it's going to take a time, because a hopper has like, what, 4-tick delay or something? There it is. See, it worked. And it's just a plain old bow, so we'll just put it in this chest. But because we've got this one here as well, we'll combine them together and shove it in there. And obviously, there's not much we can do about this gap here. It's for the redstone. So we'll just have to ignore it and maybe make a nice little pattern all the way around so that they kind of all have the same. Oh, but you can see redstone there. Of course, I really cannot be bothered to fetch that piece of stone brick. So if we left it like that, it actually probably blends in a little bit. I don't think there'll be too many times I'll be just going and gawping down there anyway. But yeah, how far down is that? Could I get away with anything there? I think it's just under this block, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I fell in anyway. Okay, so yeah, we couldn't really put anything. We could probably put maybe a slab there. We could try a slab, because then at least we've got something on one side. Let's just use that. 6 slabs. Because if we put a slab here, then at least we've got something we can look at. And it still gives the same effect as what that side's got anyway. Because these are actually, that's a double chest now. That block, that one there. They're still single chests. That one's not, that's a double. Oh. I know why. It's because I need a tripwire hook. Let's go and get ourselves a tripwire hook. And I might as well finish that off while I'm here. Have I got chests on me? No. Oh, yes, I do. Let's just make 2. Don't know why I made 2. We'll probably need another one for one of the other sides at some point anyway. So then if we go in here. Oh, the gap's already there. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, there we go. Let's do the same on this one. I know I'm probably going to do it at some point, so I might as well just use the trap chest properly. So there we go. I think that's very productive. I think I've got a lot done that I wanted to do. I should probably be trying to do a bit of mending quickly. Stealing the XP. But yeah, so we actually got a system in. A nice little quirky little system that I had in the old Season 2 world. It's a nice change to add it to the Season 3 one as well. And yeah, it's nice to do a little bit of redstone on camera again. And it's nice to just be myself, essentially, instead of trying to do all the... I found like recently a lot of the episodes have just been me showing off the changes I've done, but I want to get you guys involved again. Like, if you know what I mean. So this hopper's actually empty, so I've got to be very careful when I drop into this. So nothing's actually fallen in. So that's a good sign. So we're going to try and figure out a floor in here. This is actually not a good system to be stood underneath anyway. So I'm going to put these down for now, these slabs. because we've also got to sort out the zombie spawner, which is behind there as well. And we'll probably have to find that cave, which is probably through this wall at some point in the future as well. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed this episode of Minecraft Xbox. It's been a nice change doing a little bit of redstone. And yeah, maybe we'll have some more episodes like this to come, of me just doing actual useful stuff around my world, so you guys can actually get to see more of what's going on. And until next time, bye-bye.